Okay, so same thing, we're going to wash it about 3 times. And I just got these pink lentils from a regular, from a co-op store in Ames. You can, which they sell it in bulk in most stores anymore. They're easy to get. By rubbing it, and you're sort of releasing the, you can see kind of how dark the water is. Hold on, let me see. You see, it was even dirtier earlier. And I'm gonna, one more time. So I washed it 3 times. I'm now just gonna soak it. It's much, much, much cleaner. Again, we're draining the water. Just by hand is fine. It doesn't have, you can strain it if you prefer. I tend to just use my hand. It's convenient. All right. So, right, so we have 3/4 cup of lentils, and to which I'm gonna add water. Okay. Okay, so to which I'm gonna add a tablespoon of ginger. And I basically took some ginger, I peeled it, and I use a grater or I finely chop it. Whichever one you like. I just don't like big pieces of ginger. I love ginger, and I love the benefits of ginger. It's good for digestion. And so I'm going to add a tablespoon of ginger. All right. My spice box. And I'm going to use that as easier to put my spices in. So I'm going to put some turmeric, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And you can add less salt if you'd like, but I find that salt really balances the beans. But if for any health reason you need to cut down on your salt, of course, it's not an issue. The important, we're just going to bring it to boil. Oh, by the way, I do need a cup of tomatoes. So I have a tomato. Okay. I need about a cup of tomatoes in the dal. So we'll add it now. I'm just going to add the tomatoes to the dal too and let them just simmer. And one thing you want to remember is you can cook it in pressure cooker, but it will get mushy. So I prefer to cook this dal in a pan. There is the brown lentils, which you're all very familiar with, and these are the pink lentils, which are basically, I'm sure you know that, and if you don't, it's just basically lentils, that brown lentils or any lentils that have been husked. So once you husk it or remove the husk, you get a pink inside, and it's also split. So the pink lentils cook twice as fast as the brown lentils. So in India, we eat a lot of beans, the whole beans, and we also eat split and husked beans. All Indian households have what we call a tadka bowl or tadka pan, or chalk ladle. But instead of this, I'm going to use a little small fry pan today. All right. So I'm going to turn on my stove, heat up my pan, and all I need is coriander powder, cayenne pepper, and some lemon juice and cumin seeds. Now, you can use ghee. Okay, I have some ghee, or you can use oil if you're vegan. Of course, this meal is all vegan, but Indians use a lot of ghee or clarified butter. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon of ghee in here, and then I'm going to use teeny bit of asafoetida. So asafoetida is a vegetable gum, which is grown on a tree, or gum of a tree, and it is a great, use it in almost all beans as or cruciferous vegetables because it reduces gas. Use a little bit of the asafoetida, sprinkling, I can smell it. And then I'm going to use some cumin seeds and turn it off, okay, because it'll burn otherwise. Hold on a second. And some coriander and cayenne, the last thing, because, and again, if you don't want cayenne, you have kids eating it, don't add any cayenne. All right, and it's good to go. I'm just gonna, it looks great, and now I'm just gonna turn it off and add about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And I want to add that at the end. And it's done. Now I'm going to transfer it to a serving bowl and we're ready to eat.